Today is the 29th day of November. That means we are just left with one day to close the month, and we shall be heading in to the last month of the year. And you're most welcome for the NILE CAST News Bulletin. But before we get to give you the news bulletin detail, let's first have a look at some of the stories making it down the headlines. In the headlines tonight, Aluru Sub-County Councilors received their long-awaited ex gratia. Two people murdered, scores injured during land wrangle. And residents of Moyo have been urged to embrace learning institutions within the district. For this and more, in the NILE CAST News Bulletin. All right, welcome back. And to begin off the news bulletin with one of the top stories in our headlines, police in Zombo district have confirmed 2 people dead, several houses burned, and scores injured following a prolonged land wrangle among 2 clans in Paronya village, Afuda Parish, Jangokoro sub-county in Zombo district. Alfred Jawok with more on the story.
The incident happened on Tuesday afternoon in Paronya village, Afuda Parish, Jangokoro sub-county in Zombo district. The deceased have been identified as Hilary Udubugiu, 78 years, Angelina Atikulu, 97 years, both residents of Paronya village, Jangokoro sub-county. It is reported that the communities of Ugalo and Umuko villages, 800 meters away, attacked residents of Paronya village, killed 2 people and burned several houses, looted animals and destroyed banana plantations. Genesio Mochi, 79 years, clan elder of Paronya village, narrated how the attackers stormed them on their own land and killed 2 people.
Mochi Genesio lembe muti mere maeni nwenyu binu pasapara mawan wanyang ngwetere lembe ne mango meni keti ngompa kwar mua an matie Mochi Genesio atie elda makere de mi Paronya village yeni majonyola ka keni lembe muti mere ka kai podi wang yeli maju bine gavo via para kuora gi paso ke pare ma ende ngati ma jonyole ka keni kone tie ko oru piera bongwen we bis e da ko ja haya wobi ma e udubuni lario e tie ko oru piera biri we bis ma jonyole de ka keni eni ngopa kware ma jono ke ubiru negu Juma eni gito ingop ke mamegi.
Priska Okweda, another victim, said they have nowhere to sleep, what to eat, and appeal to the office of the Prime Minister to take for them relief items as they take refuge at the nearby police post.
Lembe eni mubatemera kama wanwa beneno wanwa bedu ikasumala kasa wanani ngwen madom konjire binu ka keni eni ge. Mwes eni mwes kango wanse wando gamo chako mwes kisha dido wabelo kamo belo wanwa do village ma lo kacha ku village ma zo gamo so kurido wijoma eni kama gicho kurido wijoma eni lembe cha mondenga ni tuipaka gikedu ko gigidaro kama gidaro eni ne joma ayo bedong mi gado ka village mangeno maroma ngwen matong kendo mushori wiju eni kendo malara ngo tego mi gigamu boju mo enda gamora eda vuiwa wando le mo shoko temu mangepe kacha kavutu mo mbegi wangu ka woni eni zo pingi yako le mo mo bedu keni matong le yako chuku gidako de wori bangi kuni kite ma wiya ko de iwa de pe kite mo shoko shamo ko de wande pe shako mana woro mi chako kaka malembe cha kire kadi pe mo bila do body pe.
Meanwhile, Fredo Chakachon, Councillor for the parish and Vice Chairperson Local Council 3, Jangokoro Sub-County, condemned the attacks and killing of his 2 village members. He added that after the incident, the key suspects crossed to DR Congo, which may be hard for Ugandan security to apprehend the suspects.
Anwangere kudi Paronya village. Majunyo alade ka keni. Entole mana woru muwoki ikom ngoma ke utie pa kwaru mua. Makwaru mua shaku bedie shaku majunyo ale. Wande wegwede junyo ka keni. Wande wanyi kwayo ne junyo ka keni. Rewa zonga yania. Village angwen matong mudi kiri yania gibin gine gwai pachima eni. Make government walagwa shaku miya tuongani office matong mapodi jueni wetimo plan miga tema de wa meyo remana woru de wat atuonga utushigi sawa ngwen malembe ni shako ngati moko maramu binu matingu action maya mitenge mi government chibedu pe uketu wape yero parayani anyo one village mi Paronya nyo watie ngoi Uganda nyo ke watie nganyo ole mi Uganda meeting magi timo matokchen magi bini negu ku wegu mwa ge ai kuyopa ruoth ruoto ka government ka ungyo yani watie ngo anyoli mi village ma enie gibi gitingwa gidwa kwa ngoma giromu ketwa yani ngoma muane sha ikumle ma eni zobe timire ni kum lembe ma government bedu ka delaying lema yameto gibi gitim lembe ni konyo lwa danu nyaro pio reazungu magwe.
Charles Okora, another victim whose 3 houses were burned, blames police for not responding to their calls on time, as the attackers were still on ground. Julius Masendi, acting Zombo District Criminal Investigation Department, who never wanted to speak on camera, confirmed that 2 people were killed and 7 people are critically injured and admitted at Nyapea Hospital for treatment. Recently, over 210 houses were set ablaze in Aka sub-county and by the sub-county all in Zombo district, following the gruesome murder of 3 people respectively. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Welcome back and more in the stories. Local Council 1s, 2s and Sub-County Councilors of Aluru Sub-County on the 29th of November, we are so excited after receiving their long-awaited ex-gratia which they had been following since June 2023 after the money was misappropriated by the former clerk to council, Akelo Susan, who has since been interdicted. Take a look at the story.
It should be recalled that the money which was meant for the last quarter of the past financial year was sent by the government close to a tune of 14 million shillings meant for the local council 1s, 2s and the lower local government councillors in all the 7 sub-counties and 3 town councils in the district was received by the then district clerk to council, Ms. Akelo Susan, who doubled as the district information officer, but however, she decided to pay the ex-gratia for only 3 sub-counties and 1 town council, leaving 6 of the remaining sub-counties and town councils unpaid, something which raised concern and led to her interdiction by the Chief Administrative Officer of the district, Mr. Erama Geoffrey, the Chairman, Local Council 1 Moipi Ili Village, say they have been waiting for their money for a very long time and is happy that finally they are receiving it. He, however, said this has not been the first time the money has delayed. He therefore urged the district to always have an eye on their ex-gratia, saying the money is so little and should be given timely so that they can make good use of it.
This is what we had been waiting for a long time actually, and it has never been the first time. I remember even last year we missed 1 quarter, but my advice is they should always keep their eyes on our ex-gratia.
Honorable Mania Gloria Peace, the sub-county speaker, lauded the councillors for exercising patience as they were following up the money, and she is grateful to the district authorities for interdicting the clerk to council who misappropriated the fund, adding that such decisions by the district will go a long way in fighting against corruption in the district.
We have been tolerant, waiting a long time, and I'm very grateful for the area councillors for playing cool, up to date to receive the money from the LC5. And it happened that the the clerk who happens to have eaten that money for ex gratia, good enough, they have taken charge.
Honorable Oduti Francis Ulogo, the chairman, Local Council 3, Aluru Sub-County, appreciated the Local Council 5 chairman and the Secretary for Finance for their efforts in ensuring that the councillors' ex gratia is paid and request the district to ensure that such anomalies don't repeat itself because it retards development.
My request to the district officials, we should not expect this thing to happen again like this, because it is not good. I'm urging this same issue to happen again like this. It is not okay because it has affected our activity at the sub-county level here.
Honorable Asusije Bisam, the Secretary for Finance and Production, Moyo District, say as management, they agreed to look round and find money to pay the councillors, which now they have started with Aluru Sub-County, and they also thought it wise as a district to send the ex gratia direct into the sub-county accounts so as to avoid more problems of delays and misappropriations.
We have met and agreed to find a way of paying this money. We have started paying this money to the beneficiaries. In Aluru, we have paid a total of 2,406,305 cents. Today they are receiving their money. As a district, we have also devised another means now of paying this money to avoid this type of, temptation.
Honorable Anyama Williams, the chairman, Local Council 5 Moyo, say they have launched the process of paying out the ex gratia in Aluru Sub-County, but later will roll it out to other remaining sub-counties and town councils, and adds that as the district management committee, they have put in place recovery measures for misappropriated funds before punishments on the offenders, and therefore caution all the civil servants against corruption tendencies.
To effect payments of ex gratia for LC1 chairpersons, LC2 chairpersons, and councillors of Aluru Sub-County. These are payments for last financial year, last quarter, which funds were abused, grossly abused by the clerk to council, the former clerk to council, misappropriated funds meant for 6 sub-counties, including some town councils.
Ever since the former clerk to council misappropriated a tune of 14 million shillings meant for the payment of the lower local council officials, the district has been running around looking for funds for paying the ex gratia for the councillors, but at least the district managed to get a tune of close to 12 million to effect the payment, as efforts are underway to ensure that the former clerk to council coughs the remaining 11 million shillings after managing to recover 3 million shillings, though she is currently being interdicted with an acting clerk to council appointed to take charge of the council business. I'm Dominic Anthony Okumu for West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
And more in the stories. The public in Moyo District have been urged to embrace learning institutions within the district, and this call was made by Honorable Anyama Williams, the Local Council 5 chairman for Moyo District, during a visit at the District Farm Institute, where Moyo School of Health Professionals currently operates. Okumu Dominic with more on the story.
Moyo School of Health Professionals, which offers diploma in clinical health and community health, started last year and is currently using part of the District Farm Institute blocks. The school has started its Uganda health examinations yesterday for the first time, with 12 students out of 20 students who had enrolled in the school. Honorable Anyama Williams, the Local Council 5 chairman, Moyo District, during a visit to the institute, lauded the management and the students of the institute for achieving what he termed as a milestone, and urged the people of Moyo to embrace the learning institutions within the district, saying it serves people from long travels and wastage of resources.
This is a milestone, it's an achievement. I also want to congratulate the students who have been very resilient and who have been pursuing their career development. government of Uganda is emphasizing science programs in all schools because of the benefits, the associated advantages of sciences in development. So for us, we regard this as a contribution, and that's why as a district, we did not hesitate to partner with the school to offer space at the current district farm institute, so that instead of our students sitting in rain, they are able to comfortably learn and also do examinations in a place that is more conducive.
Mr. Kiza Brian, the Uganda Allied Health Examinations Board coordinator at the center, said the school is well organized and the students all came in time for their first paper, adding that all the examinations are being kept at Moyo Central Police Post for safety reasons, and adds that he does not expect to register cases of malpractice, but should there be any, he will forward the matter to the board for appropriate decision.
To sit these exams, like I said, each day they're going to be sitting one paper up to on Wednesday next week, when they're going to do their practicals. After the examinations, the papers are taken back to the police station in Moyo police station, and that's where they are kept every time in the morning. That's why I pick them with escorting staff, and then we bring them here.
Mr. Ivu Jimmy Dego, the executive director, Moyo School of Health Professionals, say the school had a total of 20 students, but however, due to some circumstances, 8 students couldn't sit for the examinations, leaving only 12 students, and is hopeful that the students will finish writing their examinations without any problems.
We first enrolled a total number of 20 students, but lastly we finally, those one who successfully managed to sit for the exams, there were 12 number of students, and the 8 others dropped out with the other reasons, which they submitted the clear reasons to the administrations why they declined to sit for their exams.
The countrywide examination, which started with briefing last week on Friday, is expected to last for 2 weeks until Thursday, 7th December 2023, with students sitting for one examination daily and then finalize with practicals. However, Moyo School of Health Professionals is sitting the examination for the first time, which has caused some anxiety among the public as to how the school will perform in these examinations. I'm Dominic Antonio Kumo for West Nile TV, NILE CAST.
Welcome back. Moving away from the region now to the national scene. In a significant development, the opposition members of parliament, led by Matthias Impuga, have finally returned to the parliamentary chambers after an absence of nearly a month. Their prolonged absence was fueled by their strong demand for the government to address pressing human rights concerns. The opposition MPs had boycotted parliamentary sessions, insisting that the government must take immediate action to address the deteriorating state of human rights in the country. Their absence aimed to draw attention to urgent need for dialogue and effective measures to safeguard the fundamental rights of all citizens. And moving away from that, the death toll from floods that have devastated many parts of Kenya has almost doubled to 120, a government official said on Tuesday, November 28th. More than 89,000 households have also been displaced and are being sheltered in over 112 camps, top Interior Ministry official Raymond Omoro said in a statement. Kenya and its Horn of Africa neighbors, Somalia and Ethiopia, are battling flash floods caused by torrential rains linked to the El Nino weather pattern. The floods are exacerbating the humanitarian crisis in the region, just as it emerges from the worst drought in 4 decades that left millions of people hungry. And dear viewer, that does it for our Wednesday edition of the NILE CAST News Bulletin. And today I've been Farish Majid, and in a special way,